In a quiet fishing settlement nestled by the edge of a great river, there lived a man named Coco, a fisherman unlike any other. While others returned with empty nets and tales of struggle, Coco always came back with boats overflowing with fish. Rain or shine, storm or calm, his fortune never failed. At first, the villagers admired him. But as time passed, admiration turned into suspicion. How was it that when seasoned fishermen toiled all night and returned with nothing, Coco came back alone, smiling, and with a miraculous catch? He never joined the others, preferring to fish under the cloak of night, in silence and secrecy. Whispers grew into questions. Questions sparked fear. Secret meetings were held, and people began to wonder if something unnatural was behind Coco's success. What they didn't know was terrifying. Coco had made a forbidden pact. He possessed the dark ability to transform into a crocodile, sliding beneath the waters where human hands could not reach. In that beastly form, he swallowed the fish whole and later retrieved them into his boat. This unnatural power made him the most successful fisherman in the settlement, but at a grave spiritual cost. Then, one night, his luck turned. As he slipped into the river in his usual eerie silence, the goddess of the river, keeper of balance and protector of nature, was waiting. She had watched him long enough. That night, she seized him. Morning came and Coco was nowhere to be found. The first day passed. Then the second. Then the third. The villagers searched high and low, across riverbanks and into the deepest waters. But there was no trace of Coco. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Then, 3 months later, something unexplainable happened. At the break of dawn, a villager walking by the river screamed in shock. There, lying half dead on the riverbank, was Coco, emaciated, silent, and barely breathing. The river had spat him out like cursed prey. He was rushed to a healer, and after weeks of care, Coco finally recovered. When he regained his strength, he did something no one expected. He called a meeting of the entire village. In a trembling voice, full of regret, Coco confessed everything. How greed and pride led him into forbidden practices. How the thrill of success blinded him to the darkness he was embracing. How the river goddess herself punished him for disturbing the sacred balance of nature. He wept as he spoke, and the entire village fell into silence. At the end of his confession, he gave a solemn warning: no gain made through darkness lasts. There is always a price. I lost myself chasing glory and power, and I would have lost my soul if not for mercy. Let my story be a warning: whatever you cannot earn with clean hands, you must never seek in secret. The river sees, and the spirits wait. From that day, no one ever fished alone again. And the name Coco became both a legend and a lesson passed down through generations. To all who walk the path of labor and struggle, be patient. Nature rewards those who honor her laws. Seeking shortcuts through dark or mystical means may bring temporary gain, but in the end, the price is always greater than the reward. What is built with integrity lasts. What is built with darkness eventually crumbles. Let Coco's tale remind you: no success is worth losing your soul.